Family meetings. Sounds so Pinteresty, right? Like something picture perfect families do around a farmhouse table with candles in it. Candles lit, everyone's smiling, holding hands. Well, reality check. Our first attempt looked like this. One child under the table, another declaring, "I'm bored," within 90 seconds, and my husband giving me that polite but panicked look that says, "Babe, I love you, but please don't make me do this every single week." Bless his heart. Can you relate? If so, if you've ever tried a family meeting and it went off the rails, stick around. Because today I'm going to share how we simplified the whole thing into 3 parts that actually work. And spoiler, we're still not perfect, but it's been a total game changer for our family. I went into our first family meetings with huge expectations. Huge. I pictured everyone listening and engaging and maybe even quoting scripture at me like little saints. Ha. Instead, I ended up frustrated. They ended up annoyed. And honestly, it made me question if this was even worth doing. Because I remember one meeting in particular, we were supposed to be planning the week. And 10 minutes in, my daughter was doodling cats. My son was complaining about the snacks. Everyone gets completely sidetracked with anything our dog is doing. I mean, he's adorable. Odie, he's adorable. But, Joe was also, like somebody was complaining about snacks and Joe was checking the score on his phone for a particular game. He's really good, but sometimes there are these particular games, which I get it, but I was holding back my tears thinking, like, why can't my family take this seriously? But here's the thing. The problem wasn't that. It was me. Of course. I was trying to cram too much into it. Shock face. Our home isn't a corporate boardroom. I don't need to run quarterly reports. What we need was a rhythm. Something simple, something that even the kids could look forward to. So here's the system that saved us. Gratitude, goals, and fun. 3 steps. That's it. It'll make a difference. I'll break each one down for you. Gratitude shifts everything. Philippians 4:6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." So, before we dive into who's unloading the dishwasher this week, we go around the table and say one thing that we're grateful for. And I'll be honest, it's not always deep. One week, my son had said that he was thankful for Doritos. Yeah, Doritos. And another week, my daughter said, "I'm thankful Mom didn't burn dinner tonight." That one got me, so rude, but so true. So true. The point isn't perfection. The point is gratitude. Gratitude breaks the ice, gets everyone's heart in the right place. And research even shows thankfulness lowers stress and increases connection. But more importantly, it reminds us to notice God's blessings in the ordinary. And listen, if your kids can only think of silly stuff like Wi-Fi or Minecraft skins, it still counts. Every good and perfect gift comes from above. James 1:17. 1:17, yeah. Yes, even Wi-Fi. What's the funniest thing your kids have ever said that were that they were thankful for. I need to know that I'm not alone here. This was the biggest breakthrough. We used to drag our meetings on for like 30 minutes, sometimes 45. Guess what? No one under the age of 40, maybe even way less than that, wants to sit around for that long. No one. Now we keep it under 20 minutes. We focus on just 2 or 3 things. What's on the schedule this week? What chores, responsibilities, etc. need our attention or extra attention? And what's one verse or value that we want to practice as a family? Last month we picked Philippians 2:14, do everything without grumbling and arguing, because we needed it. And let me tell you, the kids grumbled about the verse about not grumbling. So, sanctification is still cooking, in progress. But it planted a seed. And yes, sometimes our meeting, quote meeting, turns into me bribing them with cookies. Judge me if you will, if you must. But Jesus multiplied fish and bread to keep people listening. So I just use Oreos. This was the game changer. We always end on a positive note. Ice cream sundaes, a board game, or sometimes just, telling jokes. Proverbs 17:22 says, a cheerful heart is good medicine. And I believe that applies to family meetings too. Because here's the thing. If your kids associate family meetings with dessert or laughter, they'll actually want to show up well. It turns from, boring lecture to, oh yeah, family meeting equals fun. And that's a formula we can all get around. And honestly, I want to look forward to it too. Otherwise I won't want to keep doing it. I'll still do it because I know me, but I wouldn't want to, and I would rather want to. One time we ended up with a quick would you rather game. It was good. My son asked, would you rather eat a live worm or never eat pizza again? That question sparked more engagement than my entire 20-minute agenda. So lesson learned. Here's what I want you to hear. Your family meetings don't have to look perfect to be powerful. We had meetings where half the kids are slouching, someone is upset, and I leave thinking, well, that was pointless. But then later in the week, I hear one of them bring up the verse that we read, or remind a sibling of a value that we talked about. And I realize it's sinking. God works through consistency, not perfection. Not perfection. So if you're feeling discouraged, remember Galatians 6:9. Let's not grow weary in doing good. For at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we don't give up. That applies to parenting all the way to family meetings. And yes, to laundry. So if you do family meetings or have tried and failed, I want to know about it. Comment with your funniest story. Seriously, we all need to laugh. And if you or someone you know is moving to Orlando or anywhere in the US or anywhere in the world, really, reach out, because I'd love to connect you with a trusted, faith-based, and family-oriented agent. ZoeFloyd.co. So that's it. See you in the next one.